Hey, if the idea of systematizing your business kind of makes your stomach turn, if it feels like one more giant thing on an already impossible long list, let's just stop right there. You don't need a 6-month ops manual. You don't need a corporate retreat or a Notion template with 98 tabs. You need 3 simple starting points built around what's already happening in your business right now. So that's what we're going to do today. This is the how. This is the next step in empowerment design. Let's talk about why most business owners delay the idea of systematizing their business. It's not because they're lazy. It's not even because they don't care. It's because it feels vague and complicated, maybe a little bit corporate. Systemization sounds like something a $10 million company does with a team of MBAs and some project manager named Jennifer. So what do most business owners do? They just decide to just stay stuck. They keep repeating the same tasks, re-answering the same questions, and fixing the same avoidable mistakes. And they just keep wondering why everything feels like it only works if they're personally there to push it forward. That doesn't make you bad at business. It just means that you're missing the tools that protect your most valuable resource, your time. So systemization starts with flow, not with templates, not with org charts. Flow means documenting what's already happening while it happens. Now let me say that again. This is really important. Real systems are built in motion, not in some retreat center somewhere. So here's how it works for you. Step 1, choose the task you repeat most often. Could be a quoting job, scheduling a team, sending an invoice, uploading a design, even assigning work orders. Now I want you to record yourself while you're doing it. That's it. Use Loom, use QuickTime, use your phone, whatever it takes. And I want you to really narrate what you're doing as you're doing it. Say it out loud and walk through it step by step as if you're training someone that's right next to you, even if no one's watching yet. That becomes your first system. Now, that's not theory. That's an SOP. And the best part, it's in your language. It's real, and it took 0 extra time. Flow-based documentation turns you from a memory bank into a multiplier. Now let's go a little deeper. Let me give you 3 small systems that create leverage fast. These are the kind of systems that buy your time back, and they stop the constant questions, and they let your team move without waiting on you, right? System 1, daily task visibility. You'd be shocked how many businesses are stressed simply because no one knows what's actually being worked on. So create a task visibility system. Now keep it simple. You don't need fancy software to create visibility. You just need a consistent system that your team can actually use. That can be shared. It can be a shared whiteboard in the shop where tasks are updated in real time. It could be a Slack thread where everyone posts daily check-ins at the start of each shift, or even a basic Asana board with 3 clear columns. Today, in progress, and done. That's it. The goal isn't to impress anyone. It's to create clarity, alignment, and momentum without adding complexity. Every morning or every week, depending on your business model, have your team post what they're working on. What's moving? What's stuck? Maybe what needs approval? This one system stops 90% of the, hey, did you do that yet? Conversations. It forces alignment. It creates accountability. And it gives you visibility without having to micromanage anything. If you're always walking around asking what's done and what's not done, you don't need more control. You need a mirror. And that's what this actually gives you. System number 2, quote to invoice flow. This one's big. If your business starts with quotes and ends with invoices, then this is your cash system. If this process lives in your brain or in 6 different tools spread out, you're leaking money and momentum. So here's how to bring structure to your quote to invoice process. Start by mapping out the 4 key steps: quote, approval, work, invoices. Then create a simple checklist or a visual flow that clearly shows who owns each part of that process. It's important that every handoff has one clear owner. No ambiguity, no shared responsibility. And make sure that your timeframes are defined. Don't just say, do it when it's ready. Be specific. Invoices sent within 24 hours of job completion. This clarity eliminates confusion, it speeds up cash flow, and it keeps everyone on the same page from start to finish. Then, share it with your team. Every time the process breaks down, ask, which link failed, not who dropped the ball. Ask which part of the system didn't quite get reinforced. This one process, when clear, can increase cash flow, tighten your ops, and save 5 to 10 hours per week of back and forth that you're doing. Now, system 3, decision ownership doc. If you're the one getting pulled into every gray area, you don't need better boundaries. You need a decision ownership doc. Now, here's how you build it. List 5 decisions that repeatedly land on your desk. For each one, name who actually owns it. Then define what done right means. Here's what a simple decision ownership document might look like in practice, okay? If a customer complaint comes in, it's handled by the office manager, resolved within 24 hours, and logged in the CRM. For material orders, techs are authorized to place them directly if the cost is under $500. Anything above that gets escalated. When it comes to schedule changes, project manager can adjust timelines as long as the client is notified on the same day. Now, these aren't rules just for the sake of rules. They're clarity tools that eliminate hesitation, speed up decisions, and build confidence across the entire team. You don't need a policy handbook. You need clarity. And when your team knows what they can own, they'll step up and do it. And when they don't, those ideas always default to you. Now, this doc gives them permission, and it buys your time back. So I want you to pick one of these 3 systems and assign it specifically to a team member. Tell them, I want you to lead this, test it, own it, maybe even make it better. Now you're not just installing systems, you're building entrepreneurs. Now let me give you a real world example of this in actual motion. One of my clients, we'll call her Danielle, she runs a small but growing service company. She's got 3 techs, 1 office admin, and her. Every week she was losing like 10 to 12 hours just chasing people down, asking for updates, answering questions, just trying to keep her head above water. She told me it's not that they don't care, it's that they don't know what's happening. So we started small. She built 4 microsystems, a whiteboard for daily updates, a Slack thread called Job Flow, a 1-page quote to invoice map, and a decision doc for anything under $1,000. Now fast forward 2 weeks. She reclaimed 8 hours. The team started answering their own questions, and techs stopped calling in for basic decisions. For the first time in months, Danielle spent 2 full afternoons working on the business, not just in it. A change didn't come from a brand new app. It came from naming the flow and getting it out of her head. That's the power of systems done right. Simple, visible, useful. This is what we build inside Empowerment Design. We don't build robotic org charts. We don't hand you a 200-page ops manual and say, good luck. We help you design systems that protect your time and expand your freedom. Because your next level doesn't come from working harder, it comes from working intentionally. So if you want help starting this, if you want a simple breakdown to kick off your first flow-based systems, DM me the word flow. I'll send you a short breakdown that walks you through exactly how you can get started. It'll help you choose the right system to begin with. It'll define the flow so it's clear and repeatable. And it'll assign ownership so your team knows who's doing what. And most importantly, it'll free you from being the walking instruction manual your business can't seem to function without. Listen, you're not here to babysit. You're here to build. And systems are what allow you to actually lead. Let me land this whole thing with something simple. You don't need to overhaul your company. You need to document what's already working for you. If your processes live in your brain, that is not leadership. That's a liability. You've already built the experience. You already know the flow. Now it's just time to capture it. You don't need a Google Drive full of SOPs to get started. You need one system, one screen recording, one process that your team can follow without you needing to explain it over and over and over again. Now that's how momentum gets built. That's how teams actually grow. And that's how you stop being the glue and start to be the guide. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being repeatable. The more your business repeats the right things, the more space you have to do what only you can do. Now, freedom isn't found in more delegation. Freedom is found in better documentation. Now, if that word sounds heavy, let me reframe it for you just a little bit. Documentation is just leadership with a memory. So if you've been waiting for the perfect time to build systems, don't. Stop waiting. Start with what's already happening. Name it, capture it, and then hand it off. That's how we build what lasts. Not with another hack, but with a business that runs clean, clear, and without all the chaos. Now, this is just step 2 of empowerment design. We are just getting started. In the next live on Tuesday, we're going to go even deeper. We'll talk about why profit, our favorite word, feels elusive, and how to design it into the very bones of your business without a whole bunch of financial wizardry. Trust me, you do not want to miss this one. But for now, DM me the word flow, and let's get your systems moving without all of the extra overwhelm. Because you weren't meant to hold everything. You were meant to design it all so that it works. So let's build what lasts together. Come back on Tuesday. We'll start talking about profit. Can't wait. See you then.